Welcome to Code Jogging. In our last video, we looked at string. In this video, we are going to look at Boolean. That's Boolean expression in C++. If you've not subscribed to our channel, please kindly subscribe to our channel. Let's continue. What we are going to look at is the Boolean expression. And when we talk about the Boolean expression, we are talking about true or false, that's 0 or 1. And in C++, the data type here is bool. That's the bool keyword. That's B-O-O-L. Okay. So anytime you want to use the Boolean, then you have to make sure that the result you are going to get is either true or false. Let me give you an example. Let's say we are creating a system or we are building a software, but we want our users to be within a certain age range. Maybe a user must be 18 years and then above, or let's say 13 years and then above. Okay, with this one, we have to use our Boolean expression to get our results. So that is the example we will use to explain the Boolean expression. Okay, so now let's look at how we can declare a Boolean variable here. And I believe you've watched our data type and then variable video. If you've not done that, please kindly go and then watch that video. We are going to use the same syntax. That's when you are declaring a variable in C++. So now we are going to use the bool, okay, space, and then the name. Let's make it its number. Then let's initialize with a value false. Because this one is a Boolean, then we can assign false to it or true. Okay, then let's display the result. Cout, then its number, then let's terminate it. So let's run our code. And then we have 0. And as I said earlier, with Boolean, we are dealing with 0 and then 1. Okay, so it will return 0 when the result is false. Okay, and it will return 1 when the result is true. Yes. Okay, so this is how we declare a Boolean variable in C++. So now let's work on one or two examples. We can also look at where we can use let's say Boolean to build a logic. For example, let's declare an integer variable here, x equals, let's say 9, and then int y equals 7. So let's build a logic here. So instead of returning true or false, we can use the operators. Okay, that's the logical operators here. So we can use x less than 9. Okay, don't worry about the the yellow line here. It's telling us that we are using a fixed, or the answer will always be true or false. So no problem, because this one is easy for the compiler to predict the result or the output. So let's use y. It's still the same. Okay, so now let's run our code, and then we know that x is not less than y. So let's check the output. Yes, we had 0. It means that it's false. Okay, so now let's try this. We were able to run our code successfully because we've declared a Boolean variable here. Okay, so now let's copy the result here and then let's try it and then display it straightforward, and let's see what will happen. Now the compiler is trying to read the variables here separately. It doesn't recognize the sign here as a Boolean or as a logical operator here. Okay, So if we try to run this one, we will have an error. So let's try and then resolve this issue. For us to resolve it, let's select both and then use the brackets. Okay, so with this one, the compiler will recognize that this one is an expression. So let me run it that way. So let's run it again. And then let's go. Yes, we've had the same result. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we are going to look at the example that I gave, that I said, let's assume we are going to create a software in C++ and we want our users to be 13 years and then above. Okay, so that's what we are going to look at. So now let's declare a variable here called user age. Okay, and then let's check system age. Okay, so let's use this one. Let me delete this. Okay, so this one will be user age, and then this one will be qualified age. Okay, so this one is system age. So let's make this one 13. Okay, so with this, what we can do is we are now going to use the condition that we used earlier. Okay, so C out and then user, let's bring the bracket first. So user age is greater than or equal system age. Okay, and now the compiler is telling us that no, the answer. So even if you put the cursor on it, it can give you the straightforward answer here. It says false. So let's run and see if we get false. Yes, because the user is below 13 years. Okay, so let's have a message. Okay, so we are going to tell the user that no, you don't qualify to show to use the system. Okay, so let's go on and then let's have an if condition here, which we'll be looking at it in our next video. Okay, so, and then let's paste our code here so we can remove the first brackets. And now let's move our C out and say, okay, else, then you have another, then you don't, you are not, you are not old enough to use our system. Okay, and then this one too, we can say that, okay, let's say congrats, you you have qualified. Okay, okay, so now okay, if and then else, so let's run our code and then let's see the output. Okay, it says that you are not old enough to use our system, and we are having let's put the cursor on this. It said unreachable code. Yes, because with this the result is always the same. Okay, so let's make it this way, and now you see it has also faded or changed the text color to a ash color because it's saying that the condition is always true. Okay, so let's try and then ask the user to give us or enter his or her age. So we can have enter your age. Okay, so we can let's terminate this one, and then we can have cin user age. Okay, so now our compiler can't predict the output until the user enters something. Okay, so let's run our code again. And then it says enter your age. So let's enter 20. Oh, sorry, let me click inside 20. And then it says congrats, you've qualified. Okay, so let's run our code again. And then let's enter 10. You are not old enough to use our system. Yes. So this is how you can use the Boolean expression in C++. You can go ahead and then give yourself a lot of example, and as you keep on practicing, become perfect. Okay. So in case you have any questions, you can leave it at the comment section and then we will attend to you. And if you have any suggestions that can help us to build the channel for be beginners, you can use our channel email to reach out to us. See you in our next video. Bye bye.